Greetings to my freedom-loving friends at the American Legislative Exchange Council. I wish I could be there in person with you today in Scottsdale for the States and National Policy Summit, but I appreciate the opportunity to share a few of my thoughts with you about your important mission and about the timeless principles of limited government, free markets, and federalism that are no doubt key ingredients to America's greatness. In 1790, President James Madison said, "A public debt is a public curse." Well, today, those prescient words from the father of our Constitution could not be more relevant or more urgent, I might add. The fiscal state of the nation is bleak, and the fiscal health of our country is in rapid decline. Our deficit spending is out of control, and our national debt and the long-term unfunded liabilities of our great country are totally unsustainable. If we don't intervene soon, we will experience a sovereign debt crisis that will not only jeopardize our economy and our national security, but our way of life and America's leadership in the world. So something has to be done, and we all have to have a sense of urgency about it. One of the proposals that I know ALEC is interested in is the creation of a debt commission. And there's an interest on both sides of the aisle and in both chambers of Congress to create one. Speaker Johnson understands that a fiscal commission is not a panacea to fix all of our financial problems. However, we both believe that a fiscal commission could offer a productive, depoliticized forum for educating the public and identifying consensus solutions for addressing our ballooning deficits and that long-term unfunded liability problem. He has asked the Budget Committee, which I chair, to take the lead by examining the various debt commission proposals and then developing the parameters for what would be a bipartisan, bicameral commission, not just to consider, but to pass in the 118th Congress, and I believe it will. Another idea that your organization is supporting, and something I'm very passionate about, and I know my friend Dave Walker is, who brought this to my attention, is calling for an Article 5 convention of the states. Now, Article 5 says, as you know, that such a convention must be called if 2/3 or 34 of the states pass legislation calling to propose a new constitutional amendment. Well, in 1979, Nevada became the 34th state to pass such legislation, but still, sadly and shamefully, nothing has been done since. This means that for more than 40 years, Congress failed to fulfill their duty to authorize a constitutional convention, as requested by the states. So we've got to right this wrong. I've introduced legislation, H-Con Resolution 24, to call an Article 5 convention of the states to propose a fiscal responsibility amendment to the United States Constitution. My bill calls for the constitutional convention that we need and we should have had to empower our state leaders to force the federal government to live within its means. Working with my friend and our fearless leader in the House, Speaker Mike Johnson, I'm going to continue to push to pass this important legislation, to stave off a sovereign debt crisis, to rein in the reckless and wasteful spending in Washington, and to return power back to the sovereign states and we the people. Again, thank you for the opportunity to share my thoughts with you. Thank you for your support for our common cause. And I'm especially grateful for my partner in crime on the Convention of the States and so many endeavors to get our fiscal house in order as a nation and to restore fiscal sanity here in our nation's capital before it's too late. Dave Walker, thanks for your great and faithful friendship over the years. God bless you all. God bless America.